When I usually come to school, I hate to see, people park in the double lane. It makes a lot of traffic. It's also dangerous for other people when they're walking. And I noticed in Puebla that the people that park in a double lane, they don't really care. Sometimes they think that, oh, it's just gonna be for a quick minute. I'm not gonna take that long. And they park on the double lane. This causes a lot of traffic. As when I pass around my survey, I've noticed that most of you don't really mind the traffic. A lot of us that drive, we do mind because sometimes we have to go to work or we have to come to school. And when there's a lot of traffic, even though you come out early from your house, you're not expecting that much traffic. And it affects you. It affects you in your school. It affects you in your job. One of the things that I've noticed, well, actually, when I was driving around downtown Puebla, I saw an accident that was caused because of a double lane parking. There was this lady trying to cross the street, and the cars were parked on the side, but behind it, on the double lane, there was another car parked. So she crossed the street thinking that the other cars were going to stop. And one car coming behind the car parked in the double lane, didn't see the lady because the car was obstructing the view. So he just turned to the other lane, and the lady was crossing, and he just hit the lady. It was pretty shocking to see that kind of an accident just caused by someone that parked on a double lane who was just gonna go get something from the store really quick. So what I want to create awareness for is, even though you don't drive, it affects you. It affects your transportation to school. Sometimes, I'm pretty sure that you guys use the public transportation, and when you try to cross downtown Puebla, it just takes a long time, especially during rush hour. So, and most of it is because, double lane parking. What we can do to prevent this is we can try to educate our drivers. Sometimes they ask you, can you please just go get really quick some water, some soda, some chips? I'll just park over here for a minute. That affects all of us. Not only me because I drive, but it affects most people. Sometimes, according to the surveys that I passed around, you have been with someone that parks in the double lane, and you say that it's kind of embarrassing when somebody does that because there's not enough space for the other cars on the next lane to like avoid you and just keep going. For me, it's a little bit stressing, and sometimes I get pretty angry. I admit it, and to be honest, I get really upset, and sometimes I just want to punch the driver. This problem, like I said, it's not only just traffic or time. It's safety. We have to sometimes. I'm pretty sure that most of we have our little brothers that go to school, and when they try to cross the street to go to school, and there's cars parked everywhere, and a lot of people like me get angry. Sometimes we just want to back up and accelerate to avoid the car parked in front of you. But sometimes you won't be able to see the little kids crossing the street, and you might cause an accident. So, with that said, I'm trying to tell you that please, if you ever drive or if you ever get a car, try to find a safe place to park, even though if it's going to be just for a few minutes. If you find it's always better, you can avoid citations, traffic citations, because even though sometimes you can just get away with them and do that. It's always safer to just find a parking lot. It's better to pay 12 pesos for a parking space that is going to last an hour. It's always safer to do it that way. You will you won't be paying 50 or 100 pesos to the cop, or you won't be paying a fine up to 600 pesos or 800 pesos because you park on another road. So please try to, if you ever go with someone, with your dad or your brother, and they tell you, can you please go get some water or some chips really quick to the stuff, just tell them, yeah, I'll go, but just find a parking space.